Embedded processor architecture. Processor process the instructions, means executing the instructions. Here we need to know some terminologies like processor architecture, instruction set architecture, pipelining techniques, load and store architecture, and Little Endian and Big Endian. First, processor architecture. In the beginning days, we are designing the processors based on von Neumann architecture. In this architecture, the processor having single bus for accessing the program memory and data memory. So first, the CPU access the program memory, next access the data memory. Means it requires two cycles for fetching one instruction. First fetch the instruction, second fetch the corresponding data. So to reduce this number of cycles, they are designing the Harvard based processor architecture. In Harvard based processor architecture, the CPU having two buses. First bus fetch the program memory, second bus fetch the data memory at a time. Means it requires only one cycle for fetching program memory and data memory. So we are reducing the number of cycles from two cycles to one cycle, means improving the speed. At the same time, we can avoid the collision of accessing the program and data memory. That is the advantage of the Harvard based processor architecture. So here improving the speed and avoiding the collision of accessing program memory and data memory. Next, instruction set architecture. In the beginning days, embedded system contains complex instruction set computing, means disk architecture. The instructions are complex in nature, means they are like macros in C language. So the instruction has perform multiple operations internally. So it requires more silicon usage. CISC contains more number of instructions. Example, 256 instructions in 8089C51 microcontroller. So at the same time, it doesn't support the pipelining technique. It doesn't contain it doesn't support the orthogonal instruction set. Means it is instruction specific. Based on the instruction, we can use corresponding register and corresponding addressing mode. Whereas, so to avoid these problems, they are designing the RISC-based instructions. RISC means reduced instruction set computing. So we are reducing the maximum number of instructions into limited number of instructions. Means here we are using 30 to 40 instructions only. Example, Atmel AVR microcontroller. So its RISC-based instruction set contains less number of instructions, means 30 to 40. It supports the orthogonal instruction set, means we can use any register and addressing modes in the instructions. The memory operations are load and store. So it contains more number of registers, and it is a single and fixed length instructions. It supports the pipelining technique, means multiple instructions will be executed in the single cycle, like that. So check here, RISC based instruction set containing less number of instructions, whereas CISC based instruction set containing greater number of instructions. RISC based instruction set supporting the pipelining technique. Pipelining means parallelly performing multiple operations. So we are reducing the execution time, so in automatically improving the speed, increasing the speed. It CISC doesn't support the pipelining technique. Next, RISC supports the orthogonal instruction, means allow each instruction to operate on any register and any addressing mode, whereas CISC not supporting that. So here operations are performed on registers only. The memory operations are load and store, whereas CISC are performed on register or memory depending upon the instructions. Next, RISC contains more number of registers, whereas CISC contains limited number of instruction registers. Next, RISC, if you are using RISC instruction set architecture, you are writing more number of instructions because they are simple instructions. Whereas CISC means less number of instructions it contains. Next, RISC instructions contain single and fixed length, whereas CISC contains variable length instructions. RISC occupies less silicon usage and pin count because there are limited number of instructions. They require a simple opcode, whereas CISC contains more silicon use because internally it contains more number of operations. Next, RISC supporting the Harvard architecture, whereas CISC supporting both Harvard or von Neumann based architecture. So based on our requirement, we can use any one of the instructions. Nowadays we are using RISC based instructions in the advanced processors. Next, Little Endian. Endian means the order in which the information byte is stored in the memory location. Little Endian means lower byte of data, means byte 0 is stored in lower memory location. Higher byte is stored in the higher memory location. Endian means the order in which the data is stored. In case of Little Endian, lower byte 0 is stored in the lower memory location. Higher byte is stored in the higher byte memory location. In case of Big Endian, the lower byte is stored in the highest memory location. Higher byte is stored in the lowest memory location. That is called Big Endian architecture. So how we are storing the information? Lower byte is stored in lower memory location means Little Endian. Higher byte is stored in lower means Big Endian. Next, pipelining technique. Pipelining means our home pipe. So parallelly processing the multiple operations. So in the single cycle, it will fetch the instructions and execute the other instructions. So instead of performing individual operations at a time, we can fetch the next executed instruction and execute the current instructions. So if you look at here, this is supporting single stage pipelining. So single stage in the sense, fetch the instruction, execute the instruction. In the first cycle, it fetch the program counter. In the same cycle, it execute the previous means current instructions. Similarly, in the second cycle, fetch the next executed instruction, execute the PC. Similarly, so we are performing multiple operations in the single cycle. In the first cycle, fetch the instruction and execute the current instruction. Fetch the next instruction, execute the current instruction. So we are reducing the number of cycles required. So reducing the number of cycles means reducing the execution time, means improving the speed. Next, concept of load and store architecture. So these are memory operations. Loading means processor load the data from memory location to the processor or memory registers. Store means storing the data into the registers. So example we can see here. So here first the load R1 comma X. Here this R1 register is loading with the X memory location content. Next load R2 comma Y. Here we are fetching the Y memory location content into the R2 register. Next add R3 comma R1 comma R2 means adding these two R1 R2 register contents. So here R1 register content and R2 register content is adding in the ALU, means arithmetic and logical unit. Next the result is storing into the R3 register. Same, first adding the R1 content with R2 content means 00 plus 7F, that is adding, and result is storing into the R3 register. Next store. Store means this register content is storing into the Z memory location. So load means processor load the content from memory location into the register. Store means processor store the register content into the memory locations.